Right, hello guys, Joe Experts and Sam. Welcome back to another, what am I saying? Survival Island. Oh my god, you can tell what I've been working on. Yeah, Flight Sim stream, everyone. Welcome back to Flight Sim. Yeah, I'm actually back. Got some apologising to do, because of the last few streams, and I've had a little word with myself, actually, so, I think people will be happy to hear that. But yeah, anyway, let's get right into it. The internet is sort of fixed. It's fixed, but I don't want to say 100%. Basically, someone's come around and fixed it. It's all apparently working, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I was going to go live last night, and it was going to get sorted on Tuesday, and the guy didn't come around or something. So they did something, but we didn't load TNT on. So we loaded TNT onto the. It's basically we've had some stupid hub box fitted, so we can stream. Basically 2 games of football on different TVs. So yeah, that doesn't really make sense. That 2 games of football on 2 different TVs. What? So we're watching 2 games of football on 1 TV and 2 games of football on another. No, 1 game of football on 2 TVs basically, or someone can watch something elsewhere, and yeah, someone else in another room can watch football, for example. So we've had that fitted, and it's all to do with the Wi-Fi thing, because there's no cables involved, and it just made a mess of everything with Wi-Fi, and the box was flashing blue. It shouldn't be flashing blue, the Virgin box should be flashing white. So, oh, thought our nose was in the building then. But yeah, it's all fixed now. But on Tuesday, the guy loaded TNT, but not Sky, so what's the point of that? So, again, someone had to come out today, Thursday, and now it's finally sorted. So yeah, it was alright last night, but I didn't want to take any risks, you know what I mean? I was seeing the thing, it was going 8 megabytes, and then it went down to 3 for a minute, and then it went up to 10, and it went to 3, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to cancel it and just going to go live tomorrow, because I don't want another mess and me getting frustrated and arguing and stuff. So yeah, I've had a chance to reframe. I've been in a self-reflection centre, so I've basically looked at a load of mirrors and looked back at myself and gone, yeah, I know what I look like. I'm joking. It was funny about the school I went to when I was a kid. They called it a base unit, right, for like the longest time ever, which is what it should be called, you know, bit hardcore. Base unit, yeah, you're in there, you're naughty. But they called it the self-reflection centre in the end. But before I left, I think it was, and they just ended up calling it the self-reflection centre. So I made a big joke saying, oh yeah, we go in there and there's a lot of mirrors, and they can see themselves. Yeah. Ridiculous. I've got face cam on as well. Yeah, I'm getting a haircut. Don't worry, I'm getting a haircut the weekend. Liam's here and Ted. So yeah, anyway, we're going to get the plane all started. Swiss, yeah, at London Heathrow, that's where we're going. So yeah, should be a good little flight. When we're in the air, I'll do my speech. Speech. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're all good now. I mean, it happens. I mean, I didn't ask for it to go all wrong the other night. I never asked for, this box to cause issues. I mean, I don't know if people live in a fairly big household, which we don't. You know what I mean? There's, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. There's a study room, which has now got a TV in it, our old TV. And then we've got the living room with a 48-inch new, LG TV. So now we've got 2 TVs. So, you know what my dad's idea has been? I'm going to get a box so we can stream 2 things on, and sit on different TVs in the house. So, yeah, that's, what's this? What's with the shirt and tie, Governor? Oh, yeah, sorry, I just can't be arsed getting dressed. No, this is I've got to be a pilot, remember? Got to practice that look, the lapels, whatever they're called, the lapels. No, the lapels of it, I can't remember now. But yeah, it's my school wear, and I've just gotten in, had something to eat, worked on my computer for a bit, and just gone, you know what? I can't be arsed getting dressed. I'll get dressed after the stream. We'll go and sit in the bath for like an hour and just drink wine. That's what I normally do. Jesus, that's a good look, innit? Just, yeah, in the bath, drinking wine. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. You have to have some free time, like your own little environment. Yeah, Jet 2 captain sent me a actual pilot uniform. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I've seen it. But yeah, I'll get all this on the screen. But yeah, it's all working now. All you need to know is I apologise. I didn't ask for the problems with the internet. It wasn't anyone's fault. It was just my dad's idea to get this box, and because there's no wires involved. There's no like, oh, it goes from the Virgin Media, you know, Virgin TV, whatever, Virgin Media, Virgin TV, you know, the box basically, whatever you call it. What do we call it? Yeah, Virgin TV package. There's no like long HDMI cable that goes underground to the other TV. It's all streamed using the Wi-Fi, basically. It's some clever system with a box that looks a bit like the router. So it just connects via the router. And as soon as you start intercepting little things into the router, things can go down. I mean, that's just technology, isn't it? You know, you get a new thing, a new nice bit of equipment. It's just a luxury. It's just an extra luxury that he pays for a little bit more a month now to have this silly multi-TV setup in the house, which many people do have this setup. But you see, because it's with Virgin Media, you're paying up the nose for it. You know what I mean? And Virgin Media, you can barely get to anyone who speaks a language you can understand. So you can imagine him trying to get through to people, go, no, it's all going wrong. And they're sending everyone, you know, companies are, you know, where management goes off over here, customer service goes off over there, way over there. You know what I mean? Human resources goes over here, and manufacturing goes over there. You know what I mean? Like the us and them attitude. So things just get lost in translation. Oh yeah, 100%. So that's what happened. Oh, we've got the TNT box set up. We have a Sky. We forgot the Sky because TNT and Sky Sports loaded onto it, and they forgot about the Sky Sports. Brilliant. So yeah, I don't want to keep making excuses because it happens. Right, I have this on easy mode. It's his school clothes. He's too lazy to get changed. That's it. I was on my computer for an hour, and I just totally forgot. I was like, oh, I'm streaming tonight, so let's not get. Plus, it's a what? If I do this, if I take off the tie, it'll be acceptable. There we go. Fine. People just think I'm naked now. I'm so bloody white. I need to go away again, honestly. I think I do. Looking ill as hell. Right. I think the plane's all set up nearly. We will just get the parking brake off. We'll roll back. Oh yeah, do you like the new sounds? Yeah. It's the Ford Mustang chime. Yeah. I like it. Put some clothes on. Jamie's here. Are we in heaven? Oh. We're in heaven. Speaking of sending people stuff, got you a Christmas present. Yeah. If anyone's waiting for one of my calendars, don't worry, they're on the way. Okay? They're on the way. First class stamp. Harris got his, well, the other day. He actually opened it today because wherever he lives in Wales, for God's sake, Wales as well, you know. Bloody hell, you're more easier to send something to the moon than Wales. His letterbox is halfway down the road, so he's like, oh, I haven't checked the letterbox down the road for the last few days. You know what I mean? It's just like, bloody hell. Jesus, I've sent you something, go and get it. You know what I mean? Jeez. Good evening, everyone. How are we all? I'm good. Well, I'm better than I was. Hello, mods. Hello. Yeah, hello, everyone. Yeah, everyone's all running now. It's all working. I mean, for God's sake, I don't have many technical issues with Wi-Fi. I mean, last year I did, but that's malware bytes, isn't it? Whatever you call it. I had some stupid live protection thing on. I was checking everything, but that typical. But that I had nothing to do with that. I didn't bugger up anything on there. That was just a stupid extra luxury part of our Virgin package, and it screwed everything all up. Because we didn't set it up wrong. It's just a new system in the thing, and okay, maybe we did screw it up a little bit. I think because everything was getting set up, and none of the packages that he'd paid for were loaded on, and yeah, it was all going wrong basically. It's all sorted now though. Anyway, big fog here in Leeds. Flights diverting to Manchester. Leo. Right, we're going pushing to the left. So yeah, Swiss A320Neo. I can't remember if I've got the legacy one tonight. I can't remember which one I set up. It doesn't matter anyway. I'm not a paid employee yet, mate. It's they're doing whatever deadlines for interviews. So I'll be pulled into one of them if I get shortlisted, whatever you call it. You know how it is. You know, we look at a bunch of CVs and go, right, here's a load of shit, and then they have a load of other CVs and go, right, we'll interview these people. That's how shortlisting. Well, that's what I was told when I did financial studies at school. I think that's what is that what shortlisting is? I can't remember. It's 5 years ago. I remember all that. Static planes look terrible. Viewers do. Yeah, I know. It's Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, what it's like. Request push. Can we request another pushback? Because I'm not really happy with this. Yeah, this is like a half job. How's the audio as well? Is it okay? Game sound. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, airport Saturday as always. No Martin. Yeah, Martin. If you want us to capture you, let me know. I'll just throw a calendar at the plane. Yeah. Hey, I'm not paying £6 for shipping. You coming the romper? Yeah. So Ian's coming as well. Yeah, push it back properly. Yeah, come on. This is when it will crash and I'll have to go back to the thing. Yeah, everyone's here tonight, aren't they? Well, for now, until I'm in the air, that's when everyone disappears. We've got the timer as well, but I've got to load it through. Oh, I hate it, to be honest. Application capture. It should work, but I don't know if I have to. Sometimes you have to tell OBS what to do. It doesn't remember it from last time, which is, it's on my wires that sometimes. Yeah, I've got to tell it literally. It's the application capture dock. I don't want to capture my dock. Right, clock. Right, push to the left. No, got to tell it exactly what you want. I don't have to come if you don't want me to. No, no, please. We need a bit of fun. We need other people there to, you know, to bounce off. We can't just bounce off 3 people. We need 4 people to bounce off, really. You know what I'm saying there? Boing, boing. Yeah, it'd be great if you were able to capture me, but it's earlier than you normally arrive, so don't worry if you can't. Yeah, anyone who can make it. I don't know if is Jamie still in Madeira? I don't imagine he is. He can't still be in Madeira. No, you don't go to Madeira and sit in Madeira and watch this. There's no chance he's still in Madeira. Right, okay. Oh, the game had crashed then. Is that a triple? That's 3:30. Right, we'll get the plane on. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, school's going well. Just all doing this stuff. We've got examinations this week, exams and stuff like that, year 7, which they're like, yeah, an exam, it's like 2 papers, you know what I mean? It's tiny, just like 2 little papers stuck together with a paper clip. It's nothing, but they're like, bloody hell. Right, don't want to capture that. Application capture, and it's not working. Oh man, right, Razor update. That won't capture anything. Is that it? It's working now. No. There we go. It's a stupid system that I think it's like it's got onboard memory and it remembers. It's gonna be right there though, hasn't it? Okay, is that perfecto? I think that's perfecto. He's now a Madeiran. You're not bouncing off me, lol. Can bounce off just Ian. You don't need 4 people. Oh, APU's on. Right, engine 2. Wing lights, beacon. Oh, we need these on. I'm gonna get sued. Right, when we turn lights, turn them on. Taxi. I wish I was still in London. My beloved Piccadilly line. Oh yeah. Yeah, look good, those little pictures. Well, I'm drinking Cruz Campo. I've sacked the Heineken. No more Heineken for me. I'm now addicted to Cruz Campo. Honestly, I don't know what's happened. It's just smoother again. You know what I mean? It's Heineken, and it's a bit smoother than Heineken. I don't know. It's just something. I'll be on apple juice. Apple juice next week. The way I said that, apple juice. I doubt now you would make it this far without being sued. Mohammed's here. Hello, Mohammed. Yeah, I'm not coming to the romper though, Sam. Okay. Yeah, the pub's too scary for him. You can't cope with the pub. I'll do a quick flight control check as well. Where the hell are they? There we go. Rudder. It's just this game with setting up the aircraft. What's Ian going on about? You owe me a drink. Right, okay. Engines have started. Right, okay. Flaps are all good. Right, we need to flick this back into easy mode. That's one thing I always forget. No, that's not where you go. Medium. Right, we'll taxi out now. As we can. Right, yeah. Okay, yeah, we can taxi out. I don't know what runway we're going out on though. There's only one runway, isn't there? Come on, let's get going. Do. Also, because I want to stay at the airport. Sam, thanks again for the TTE calendar. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so anyone who's angry, yeah, okay, I gave Martin and Carl a free one. I'm sorry. Only because Carl has given me a lot of good stuff, and I feel like I kind of owe it to him. You know, all the KLM stuff. You know. Yeah, and Mohammed, I just thought, well, I'm going to give it to him because he makes me laugh, so, you know, all the other people know. they can pay up the nose for it, you know what I mean? Well, that's the funny thing, because some of them have got a ship. It's £6. I'm actually making no profit on it, but I already said I don't care don't make a profit on them. And to be honest, I'm not very happy with the calendars this year. I don't actually think it's my best work, personally. Some of the pictures not in frame. I wanted it to be like really glossy. It says glossy calendars on Vistaprint, the company I used, but there's a special option you've got to click for super gloss or premium gloss, which for some reason doesn't show if you select glossy calendars, but if you select any other calendar that doesn't say glossy calendar, it lets you select premium gloss. I know it doesn't make sense, it really doesn't. You'd think they'd have a section where it just glossy calendars and it's the best premium gloss to use, but no, it doesn't work like that with Vistaprint. American company, it's all backward. But yeah, I've not a clue. I've not a clue what's gone on there. But yeah, I wanted like premium gloss, but for some reason it's still nice. They're still good, but just some of the pictures are just out of frame because some of the people who sent me the images, unfortunately, they're on Discord and they get compressed, and when it's like that, they're no good. But yeah. Carl threatened Sam with deleting WhatsApp, so Sam had to give Carl a calendar. Yeah, he never downloaded WhatsApp, so it doesn't even matter. I'm not going to get him on WhatsApp. It would make my life a lot easier, and I would save actually a lot of money if he downloaded WhatsApp, because obviously I wouldn't have to send things abroad, and you know the roaming costs of sending an image, whatever. How much is an image? What, £1? As well as in the UK on you know, limitless thing for like big chunks of data, it's £2 or something like that, send an image. So I'd actually save a lot of money if more people just did Discord, join the Discord and WhatsApp. It's not that, oh, DMs don't work, it's just for, you know, specific types of media, WhatsApp is best. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, I do use WhatsApp, but I don't. That's the thing. Everyone's on Discord. I'm not going to get him on Discord. So WhatsApp's like the only way. I'll get him on it. Don't worry. I will get him on WhatsApp. There is no question about it. I'm determined to get him on WhatsApp because I want to save money. Right. Taxi. There we go. What's this? I'll still be in bed at 9:50. No, I won't. What about the TTE 767R and the papercraft that I spent 2 hours on combined? Oh, that. Yeah, I would like to see it in person. Never replies to me on WhatsApp anyway. APU's still on yet. I do reply. It's just easier to do it on Discord. Plus, I don't actually have notifications set on WhatsApp. I actually don't have it on. I don't know why, I just don't. Probably because it's not private. It's easier for me just to funnel it all through Discord. It's so much easier than, oh, someone messaging me here and then what's Instagram. No. It's just easy. I mean, yeah, whatever. Ian's worth waiting for. Ian, you know, I'm worth waiting for. When I reply to you, it's worth waiting for. It's like a good date, isn't it? You don't want to show up too early because you look over keen. I don't know. Oh, bloody hell. He's probably like, no. Oh, that's good. Too bright, get a HDR monitor. If you get a HDR monitor, it will encode the stream in real time, you know. I'm going to have to put out a thing. I'm going to have to get a sponsorship by that, what are they called, Alienware or whatever, or HP, just for HDR monitors at a certain price. You know what I mean? Like a discount. Use TTE Flight Sim 2020 for discounted HDR monitors, and then everyone can watch my streams in lovely HDR. No. Right, here we go. We're going. Off we go. Yeah, we're going to Heathrow today. We're not actually going to Manchester. So that's a surprise, isn't it? For once. Yeah, Sam's ready for the date. You can get your fancy suit for Sam. Yeah. Imagine him wearing a suit. I can't imagine him wearing a suit, actually. That's the thing with Ian, he actually does dress well. That's what I've noticed. He's one of the people in the group who actually does dress quite well as Martin. He dresses quite well. Alright, okay. Here we are. P1 rotate. We're up. Oh, nice steep climb there. But yeah, that is quite steep, isn't it? What's up with me tonight? Too much Cruz Campo. That's the thing with Cruz Campo. Is it actually Spanish? I don't actually think it's brewed in Spain. It says, oh, it's Seville, Cabeza. But, I don't know. It says Manchester on the back. It's that Spanish beer that claims to be Spanish that's actually brewed in Manchester. It's one of them, isn't it? I bet if you go to Spain and say, oh, can I have a Cruz Campo? They'll go, eh? Okay? What? Cruz, Santa Cruz. I don't know. It's something about it just. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't taste like a Spanish beer. It's just. I think it's just one of those things, as marketing things. That's like, oh, it's just all about the look, the aesthetic. I don't know. They then need to remove features before it's Xbox compatible. What are we talking about here? Oh, 757 Bluebirds is only out on PC. I like to think I dress well. Well, it's up to people how they dress, really. It's not really my shout to say, oh, people don't dress well. It's just, you know, the way someone dresses is actually more to do with how comfortable they feel and confident. It's not actually anything to do with me. You know, people in a hoodie and, you know, joggers might think, oh, this is just, you know, casual. It works for me. Why should I have to wear jeans, a smart shirt, and the rest? You don't. But if it works for you, that works for you. Heineken launched Cruz Campo in the UK in 2023, brewing it in the UK to bring the spirit of Seville to British customers. No, it's just another marketing thing. That's all it is. It's nothing to do with them wanting to be a Spanish thing. It's nothing to do with that. It's nice though, and the glasses are very good as well. I've actually ordered some Cruz Campo glasses. Yeah, I have. But I don't like drinking Cruz Campo just neat. I like a little bit of lemonade in it. Just a little bit of lemonade. Oh, it's so nice. Honestly, it's probably one of the best beers I actually like. Yeah, and I'm quite fussy with beer. I would say maybe just a bit better than Heineken. Maybe when you've just got the right amount of lemonade in it, it's actually just better than Heineken. It's just something about it that's really nice. I don't know what it is. It just is. No. I didn't say you dress like shit. I never said those words, did I? I said if it works for people to dress like that, that works for people. It's just if I'm going out, I'll put jeans on and a smart shirt. Normally, I don't do, especially the airport this time of year. I have no time for, you know, joggers and you know, a hoodie, because you just get frozen. Honestly, you just do. It's just so cold. You might as well just wrap up warm. And because I know I'm going the romper as well, I know people are going to see what I'm wearing. So I'm like, right, where's that nice shirt? Where's the shirt? Where's the Cruise Campo shirt? The Kingfisher shirt, whatever you call it. Do you still have your Fender top? I never had a Fender top. Oh, that one. Yeah. I'm thinking of Kramer. Sorry. Kramer. Bloody hell. If you want a bad guitar, buy a Kramer. They just fall to bits. Honestly, they're a better tennis racket than they are a guitar. They're awful guitars. I thought they were really good. You know, it was like, oh, Eddie Van Halen played them and all that, and whoever else, Mick Mars from Motley Crue. Nah, they're actually shit. They're rubbish guitars. They just fall to bits. Cheap parts. Buy a, I don't know, a Steinberger or something, or a Jackson. I have no time for Kramers. I tried, but they just fall to bits. They're rubbish. That guitar doesn't even work anymore. Nothing works. Honestly, it's just I use the Yamaha now, the Yamaha electroacoustic, because it's got a better tone, and that's garbage. Shit. It's got a Floyd Rose system, but I've dropped it, and then this strings are broken. I don't play the guitar. Can I have it for my tennis? Yeah, you can have it. It might be a bit heavy, but you can have it if you want, because I don't use that guitar anymore. It's so damaged and broken. Where is it? Here it is. Here you are. A string missing. Everything. It's rubbish. It doesn't work for me, because it's just, well, it's not just the whammy bar, it's also the aux thing doesn't go in properly, and there's like loads of static, so I select different pickups. So if I want the bottom pickup, or the humbucking pickup that picks up all the bassy sound, doesn't work. It's like I don't know, you just get to hear a load of static noise, so it's rubbish. Yeah, it's garbage guitars. How's school been with year 7? Alright, just okay really, just doing the thing really, and just being a bit cheeky and stuff in the corridors. So that is the thing now, you're starting to notice, they're getting used to it, getting used to secondary school, and you're starting to notice a bit of a decline in the behaviour. It's normal. I knew that was going to happen, but you know, it's just like, remember how good you were at the start of the year, and it's like, it is the start of the year, and it's like, oh, here we go. My sister plays classical guitar. She's brilliant at it. It's good. J Rose here. It was originally from Seville, Spain, established by Thomas. Thomas? Got 413. It wanned Roberto Osborne, so it does have a Spanish history. Alright, it has a Spanish history, but it's not Spanish. But that's typical Heineken. They're basically just taking its history and blowing it up for a marketing thing. You know, like, oh, it's Spanish, even though it's brewed in Edinburgh. Yeah, honestly, it's brewed in Edinburgh, everyone. it's probably more Scottish than Iron Brew is. Cruise Campo. Oh, that's funny. It probably is. There's a statistic somewhere. Oh, Cruise Campo, Heineken, probably more Scottish than Iron Brew or the local whiskey. Oh, they actually make the Iron Brew in Seville. Oh, that's the world though, isn't it? With the importation and all this. It's everywhere, you know. Sam, thanks again for the TTE calendar. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. It's not my best work, gotta be honest, it's not my best work. But it's something, isn't it? Something people have purchased, and I've advertised it a bit, but yeah, it's not my favourite calendar. I think my favourite calendar is either my 2024 calendar or my 2022 calendar or 23 calendar. So one of them three. But last year's calendar wasn't too happy with. This year's calendar maybe a bit better than last year's, but no, it's I'm not 100%. I'd say the worst pictures on there are the Iceland Air, some of the A380 shots, and just the fact I thought it was going to have the premium gloss. So when you've got the premium gloss on those calendars, it turns off the black pixels, so you don't get that black staticky stuff with, you know, what you can find with some of the, you know, low end gloss stuff. When you've got like a deep, dense quality gloss, a really good quality gloss, it's just that extra fine detail that just finishes it off. It's like OLED in a way. It makes it really good. So yeah, that's what I think. A321Neo, yeah, okay. Right, we haven't even got thingy on. We're still climbing though. Right, let's turn these off. These can go off now. Wings, that's off. That's off. That's off. That can stay on. This can go back into cruise campo. Flaps are all good. Need to see the engine displays. So complex. That needs to be on standard. This needs to be higher. Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all happy now, guys. Right, okay, we don't need to mess with them. We haven't got blinds. Oh no, we have got blinds. I never turn these on actually. They don't really do much, do they? No, we don't. Just like a thing to click. Random question: would you have flown on LSAI last flight? Oh, good question. Probably, but I know I wouldn't have gotten a window seat. It would have been one of those flights where it would have just been a cool thing to have done. It would have been no good trip report put out on that, because everyone else would have published it all the same day, and I would have gone, what's the point? Mine's the worst because I'm sat in an aisle seat, and it's just one of those things. Say I was on the last 757 PAX flight. That's it. I mean, no, I'm actually happy with what me and Jamie did, because we actually got a good window view. It wasn't LSAI, was it? It was no, we did fly at LSAI, didn't we? Did we fly LSAI? LSAI. We did, didn't we, to Alicante? Was it AI? It was. It must have been. Yeah. So I'm actually happy with what we did that day. Than, yeah, what, you know, just something cool to say. Oh, flew on the last one. It was much better. It's so funny that I woke up at 4 in the morning or something. I was just checking through Jamie's messages, and I was like, oh, he's going to Alicante. And so just something sparked. I was like, how much are those flights? And they were really cheap, and I was just asked like little sneaky questions like, oh, what flight are you coming back on tonight? Over EasyJet flight, or what time? Because there's 2. So I was actually able to get, yeah, ease my way in. Got on the train to Manchester Airport at like 5, 6 in the morning, and then frightened the life out of him in like Terminal 2. I was like, yeah, I'm here, I'm coming with you. And he was like, oh, bloody hell. Yeah, because I think I said, oh, I'll go and stream you from the car park, but no. Actually, I've never done that before. That's the most late notice flight I've ever booked. Literally just woke up, went, I'm going to go to Alicante today on the 757. So I got up, got dressed, and he's made me way to Manchester Airport on the train. Madness, absolute craziness. You can't, nobody does that, do they? If you don't just wake up and go, I'm going to go to Alicante on the 757 in 3 hours time. Nobody does that. Only I could do that. Or maybe some people who are just as mad. Maybe it might be like a condition though, I don't know. Like the 757 condition. I definitely had it in 2022. The 757 disease. I remember saying that on streams as well. Just kept booking myself on 75s. Yeah, I'm happy with all the 757 videos I've done. I was actually looking back at some of them the other day, and I'm like, yeah, where the future generations can watch this in 20 years time, because these videos are really well put together and really good quality, and they'll probably help people who are getting into planes go, yeah, that was a really good plane, that was an amazing plane. You know, just I captured everything really well in that time. Same as the 7.6, but I think the 7.5 has a slight edge on it. Sam's a madman, yeah, with Fred. It was the best flight I've ever taken in my life. I remember being on a call to Jamie, and you and Fred were all in there. Right, okay. Have a little likey like. Oh, we're over speeding. I knew that was coming up. Alright, okay. There we go. Oh yeah, but I'll get it now actually. Hang on. If the plane slows down. There you are. This is what Mohammed made me. I've laminated it. Look at that. Hee. What do you think, guys? You like it? Yeah, Mohammed drew that. 100% authentic as well. It's not my logo, like a PNG or something stuck into Microsoft Word, and then, you know, it's actually a real drawing. Look, you can see. That is good. I like how he's missed the blue vector towards the right side. She might take that up one day. Oh, Airbus, no power. Hang on. Right, slow down. Right. Trimming itself like bloody crazy. Right, okay. But yeah, it's really good. Amazing drawing. I'm really happy with it. So yeah, I've got it on my it's not really my bedside table, it's like a little, I don't know, load of little plane models, like a little cupboard. It's not a cupboard really, it's a shelf. It's like a shelf that probably goes up to my waist. It's a very small shelf. I painted it myself, all white, and it's just got some of my favourite models on it and some stuff Carl's given me. I've got some United States, something from the White House, something for school, but I'd never use it at school because it would just look weird pulling out that. You know what I mean? It's like massive. It's like, oh bloody hell, put it away. As soon as I got it open, it'd be time to put it away. Just the embarrassment. I've got loads of stuff. Yeah. I'm not doing a setup tour anytime soon, but once one of the walls gets decorated, because my room's been done, but one wall needs doing. Typical. And that's the one the desk faces, so yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's very good. I like that. But I laminated it just because I didn't want the paper to get all ruined and horrible. Hang on. I didn't want it to be drawn again. You know what I mean? Especially after all that. Should be back in a bit. Is everyone like that? Mohammed got skills. Iceland Air sending some 757s to Manchester, thankfully. Although still gonna go to Copenhagen as it's cheaper. Yeah, Jamie's going to Copenhagen. I'm at the RVP on Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Saturday should be good. I just didn't have a very good Saturday last Saturday. I was just in a mood. I was tired. I had no sleep for like 2 days. I just didn't want to be there really. You know what I mean? I was too tired. I went. I don't really like to cancel streams. No, I hate cancelling streams. Probably one of the worst things I do. I hate it. I don't cancel loads of streams. I'm either delayed or if I'm cancelled, there's normally something very wrong. And last night there was something very wrong. It was all this bleeding Wi-Fi stuff. 16 minutes into the flight and we're going, that's quite good actually, 474 miles an hour, or knots. Our altitude is 33,000 feet. Not bad, 16 minutes in. That is not bad. Well, hey. Yeah. You have reconfigured my stream deck. Doesn't make that timer work though. I don't know what the problem is with it really, because it seems to not be able to remember. Even if I've got the clock application open, it doesn't seem to remember. But it's cropped as well, because this little box around it is cropped. So I don't know if it's something to do with the way where it's loading when I open up the clock application, or I literally have to tell OBS, yeah, clock application. Yeah, you got to go to Razer Synapse and then go to another application and then go back to the clock application, you know, just to reset it. It shouldn't be like that. No. Shouldn't have to tell streaming software exactly where. You should just remember. Like onboard memory kind of stuff. I love my travelling. If I can get a day out or two, I'll do it cold or warm. Yeah, I do like my travelling. Yeah. I haven't flown since December and I want to go out. I'm itching to go. Maybe somewhere this weekend, I'm not sure. Maybe Sunday, I don't know. Like, I've actually been looking at Lanzarote, but again, I don't know who would benefit from that. Maybe if I go out with TUI and come back with Jet 2, just something to, you know, something a little bit relevant for people, because that's what people like. Oh yeah, Aer Lingus trip report. Well, I was close to deleting all the footage. I don't, this is the trip report I do not want to upload, by the way. It's like, it's so dark, all of it's dark, and it's just a waste, but I think we should have a vote, because I'm either not going to make it, or I'm just going to finish what I've started, and then just go, yeah, I'll upload it. Right, we'll do a vote, actually, a YouTube vote. If the Aer Lingus ATR trip report should... This is a trip report from 2 months ago, by the way, guys. Just over 2 months ago. So, Halloween 2025. Yes, me and Sam on holiday. Come on. Connect your encoder. Everybody connected. YouTube being slow as hell. Right, where's this? Engage with your audience. Start poll. ATR. Right, I'll just... Where's the question mark? ATR 72. Report. Yes, no. There you go. So, fill your boots. Oh yeah, talking about filling your boots and some of my, what it says on my merch socks, doesn't it? I'm moving my merch store. Yeah, I'm actually officially doing it now. I'm going to move it to Shopify, because Teesprings are the most inept group of human beings I think I've ever stumbled across in this medium of entertainment. And I am not just saying that. They're useless. It's like someone doing it in like the end of their back garden or something. It's like, it's just like non-existent. Nothing works. Carl actually ordered some of my merch, and it took 3 months for it not to arrive. So if you order something from my merch store, it won't arrive, even if you've given them the money, and then it takes them another 2 months to refund you. They're useless. I don't know why they exist. I don't know how they're allowed to exist, because companies are normally not allowed to get away with that sort of, you know, awful bad reputation, you know what I mean, of just not complying with, you know, like, it's the basics, you know. I can send a calendar to someone in 5 days, no problem. Them lot, a big company in America, I'm assuming, I don't know, maybe in someone's garden, I don't know, because that, it's probably heading more that way, because the more and more I engage with Teespring, the more and more I'm convinced this is a scam, literally, because they're always out of stock. Supply chain issues. We're working on our supply chain issues. They were saying this in March last year. So for 11 months, they've been struggling with their supply chain issues. If you're really desperate, you know, you'd have done something about it. You know what I mean? It's like me going, oh, I'm not going to stream for another 11 months because HDMI's. I need a HDMI to stream at the airport to go into the capture card from the camcorder. There's no supply of HDMIs. Amazon have run out of HDMI cables. I don't know where to get a HDMI cable. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to go offline for 11 months. It's like that. It's like, what the hell's going on? So I'm ditching them because they're just useless. They're fucking useless. You might as well have a square wheel. I think a square wheel would actually be more useful than them lot. Honestly, I don't know what's up with them. I don't know how they're allowed to exist. You know, legally. Allowed to hold responsibility of people's money and then get away with that, with not sending stuff over to people and not refunding them for like 2 months. I don't know how that's allowed. I'm shocked, really. I mean, nothing shocks me with who YouTube require nowadays, because there's actually a YouTube thing. They're actually screwing each other up the bum, you know, so to speak. But yeah, I'm gonna go Shopify because it's just more genuine and it works, doesn't it? You know, Shopify. It's in the name. Well, I don't know what Teespring has got to do with it. Teespring. What's that mean? I don't know. Who knows? I think it's a thing from Facebook. I think, and they tried to do YouTube, and because of the huge demand on YouTube, they couldn't keep up. But somehow they still exist. I don't know. Not my problem. I wouldn't want to be with them. At least you survived another dose of your nan's soup. Yeah. Sent pictures of me nan in Discord today again. No, now behave, boys. It's not pictures you want of me nan. It's me nan's soup. Oh god, people are probably going to take that into even worse context now. TTE branded sink. Yeah. Wish I was rich, that rich. Even leave Sam behind. What's this? TTE toothbrush. I've got TTE socks. They actually exist. Honestly, I don't know who would want them. But they look better than... I'm not going to say. Yeah, take care. Yeah, see Mohammed. Yeah, my nan's soup was bang on today, actually. It was lovely. She normally makes tomato soup. I'm not a big fan of tomato soup. I just don't like that tomatoey, like, taste. I've never been a fan of tomato soup. But yeah, my nan's vegetable soup, bloody hell. Bloody hell, guys, you need to come round, see me nan. Bloody hell, this is getting worse and worse by the minute. Anyway, Ian will give you a proper soup if you get a mullet. Ian makes soup. You know, if someone paid me £1 million, I would not eat anything that Ian had made. Honestly, I just wouldn't. TT branded thongs. Yeah, got it all now. But yeah, some merch ideas. That's the thing, people will buy it. Some stupid idea will float around and someone will buy it. That's the thing. If I go, oh yeah, this is really funny, and stick something on my head, people will go, I want that. Like shower caps. Oh, we need TT shower caps. We just do. Even if it doesn't have my logo on it, we just still need to sell plain shower caps. I mean, I don't know how many merch options there are with Shopify. I actually don't know. I'm assuming there's quite a lot, but I've never used it, so I'm going to have to take a tutorial on how to use Shopify, because Spring is all... That's the only good thing about it. It was fairly simple to use, and the interface just worked. You know what I mean? The measurements were all well laid out, but if you can't... Well, yeah, if you can't ship you a pen, or... you know, a pom-pom beanie, you know what I mean? And it takes 3 months, you know what I mean? How much can you get done in 3 months exactly? Yeah, and they can't, yeah, exactly, you don't want to be with them. Been waiting since 2023 for the shower caps, yeah. It's not going to happen, but if it does, I know who's going to be the first to buy them. It'll be bloody Harrison. Jamie, won't it? Oh yeah, I think the person who will need it most is Martin, actually. Yeah, he'll definitely need a shower cap. Absolutely. Ian is more in the eating, not cooking industry. Yeah. I have to send pictures of my food now to him. It's like a request. Yeah. Even though it's not a request. Alright. But yeah, if people want TT shower caps, let me know. I'm sure I'll be able to cook something up. Been waiting for one for years. Yeah, it clearly doesn't matter because no one ever brings it up. Only when I bring it up, people go, "Oh yeah, I want one." That's a brilliant idea. That's what people always do on the internet, though. You say something and people go, "Oh, that's the best idea I've ever had." You know, and then when you do it, they're like, are you doing that thing yet? What you said you'd be doing? Yeah, I did it last week. That's the internet for you. Yeah, people want the ATR report, right? For that, okay, that's enough to let me know people want it. Okay, I've closed the poll. Bit like I'll be closing Teespring shop down. So ATR report. It's funny how it shows you the statistics for it, but on the phone, it doesn't show you the option to vote. I don't get it. YouTube, what's going on? So on the here we are, Martin. On your iPhone, did it show the poll section for the ATR report? Because on mine, I can't see it. The only way I can see polls I set or Q&As is literally through the YouTube Studio, and if I'm viewing my own stream on the laptop, or sorry, on the PC, I can't view it on this. Oh, here's my new phone, by the way. iPhone. Yeah. What is it? 17 Pro Max. Yeah, it's okay. It does the job. I mean, I bought it for the camera, really. I didn't buy it. Tell you what I didn't buy it for. This stuff. This AI. Apple Intelligence. Oh, he's on PC tonight. That TTE apron. Yeah. Oh, imagine. Bloody hell. Everyone wearing TTE aprons. Jesus Christ. Might as well just get it, wear it upside down, get the, you know, whatever you call it, the lace bit, and just... You might as well just do that. Yeah, don't tie it around your waist, tie it around your neck, the TTE apron. Probably the best idea. If you're supporting me, you've probably done it before. You know what I mean? Jesus. Or you probably feel more like doing it after watching me. That's a bit dark, isn't it? Oh well. It's dark outside, so it goes with that. Oh, no cruise campo. I need like a barrel down under my desk. Here you go. Yeah, so I'm in a bit of a better mood this week. Because I've got my internet sorted and I've kicked my arse. Literally. I've had a word with myself and I just took myself into a room the other day and beat the shit out of myself. So, yeah. So I feel a bit better now about how life's going. Just I get overwhelmed. I come back from school and I've got a million things that I have to think about and do, or prepare for the next day. And then I've got the course stuff, which is fine. It's great, but I'm having to use my brain a lot more than. So exactly, I'm not used to using my brain a lot, so I get hot-headed because my head's like, oh, all this information, don't know how to cope. You know, because I'm a bit stupid. I don't know, I'm stupid. Am I stupid? I don't think I'm stupid. I think I'm just empathetic. No, unempathetic. That's the word, yeah. I've no empathy at all. World revolves around me. But I think in doing that, I'm very focused on what I do. And if I'm focused on what I'm doing, and it gives other people pleasure, is that showing empathy in a way? If it's like, if I only care and am consumed about what I do, which is my channel and whatever, and if that gives joy to other people through what I'm putting into it, I suppose I'm kind of sharing a part of me. But I don't know. I don't really know what to think of that, really. I know that's like an analysis that goes through my mind. Like, I know I'm a bit of a shit friend sometimes, and a bit of a dickhead, but I don't know. You just come out with TTE socks. Nothing like, yeah, Sam, I disagree with that. Oh, yeah, Sam, I think you're an idiot. Just TTE socks, yeah. So random. Oh, have you seen my Boeing pen as well? Oh, God, this. Yeah, I've got a pen from Boeing. It's actually 100% genuine as well from Boeing. 100% authentic. If it can focus. Yeah, look at that. 100% from Boeing. Yeah, so $26 later. You have to pay for shipping. So I basically just bought this. I basically just bought the pen and didn't buy anything else. Because what you're meant to do, you're meant to buy other things, and then the shipping kind of comes onto that, or is added on. But I just got the pen. There's nothing else on there though. There's nothing else on there. So they didn't really do nice bags either. I was looking for a nice bag for school, but I don't know. I just used the bag I brought to Istanbul with me, the BMW bag, the M Sport, which has a little bit of a nice meaning to it. Because when I walk into school, I can think, oh, this bag went to Istanbul with me. We went on the 777 and all that, so it's a nice little thing there, walking into school or walking out of school thinking, yep, this bag, it's been with me with one of my best trips I've ever probably been on. Whoa, did you hear that, guys? I know, I'm opening it up now. And the greatest thing about this pen as well, look at this. I can use it to use my phone. Yeah, so if I lose one of my fingers, I can use it. That's cool, isn't it? Well, I can pick my nose with it. Yeah. Probably spend more time picking my nose with it than writing with it. And I'm calling it a pen as well. It's actually a pencil. I've got two things, 100% Boeing made. Yeah, I know what you're saying. You're saying I'm a shit friend, lol. Right, okay. Yeah, it's nice. Just this bit is a bit rough on the edge. So if you're using your phone, if you catch it a little bit, you might scratch your phone. Yeah, it's nice. It's a mechanical pencil, 2-in-1. It's got a little ruler thing. In meters. No, not meters. It's not meters, is it? Millimeters, that's it. You've got centimetres here. It's good. It does the job. But I don't think you're going to be... It's not really something that I really need. It's just something that's cool. You know what I mean? It's cool. But, yeah. It's just one of them. Yeah, 2 massive things from Boeing. What could that be? He's got a yoke and throttles from a 7.5. That's what she said. Funny. Very quiet this flight, isn't it? Have you noticed? Yeah. What I'll do, I'll get another cruise campo actually. I don't know how long we've got until London. I'm not actually sure. Right. No, I don't want to go camera. Map. Sorry, I haven't played the game for a while. I'm out of it. Okay, we haven't got that long. Right, I'll let you enjoy the views. Remember guys, if your stream's too bright, please purchase yourself a HDR monitor. If you're watching on PC and it's too bright, you know, if it's looking like, I don't know, let me get an example up for you. I've got to remember my settings now. If it's looking like this on your screen, I can't remember that now. What an idiot. Right, undo filter change. There we go. Yeah, you need to buy yourself a HDR monitor because it can encode, obviously, the screen technology for HDR. It can encode it in real time so you can watch my streams in HDR with all the nice colours and stuff in real time. Where's the drinks trolley? Already past your 3 rows, Ian. Right, okay, I'll get another drink. Right. Right, I'm back. Hey! It's got a Heineken now. Don't want to drink too much of that Cruise Campo. Ugh, it's a bit cold in here. Hang on. Get the thingy on. The heater is behind the thingy, my bobby. When's the next school holidays? 16th, I think. 16th. Let me just have a look. School calendar. It's on January. Let's see. No, half term, 16th to the 20th. So that's the week. So it's actually, I think they break up on the 13th and come back on the 20th. Sorry, the 22nd. Yeah, so it's the 13th to the 22nd of Feb. Yeah, term date, school calendar. Yeah. So I've just checked. Yeah. So if anyone wants to do anything that time, you can. Yeah, 16th. Yeah, that's what it is. Whilst I'm here as well, I need to make an apology to people about my attitude the other night. Might as well just get it out the way, because I think I owe people an apology. At KLM stream the other night. Yeah, atrocious. Sorry about that. I said before, obviously I wasn't in the mood because I was tired, but still, people shouldn't have to listen to me not in a good mood. And then the night before, when I couldn't get whatever the Swiss working, I think it was part of the same night. I was just having a bad night. You know what I mean? I was having a bad night. I was pacing. You know, I had a lot of nerves, and I was really, really agitated. You know, because the Wi-Fi wasn't working. Hey, we're used to it. Well, I think up until a point, but when I'm literally having a go at people, it's not really nice, and other people don't really want to listen to that either, because people probably think, oh bloody hell, you know, he's getting worse. And I'm not getting worse. It's just if I start a stream when I'm not in the mood to stream, and I think the problem was it was a domino effect. First of all, I was tired, hadn't slept that well. My fault, right? Self-inflicted. Not didn't have anything to do with other people, but I took it out on other people, so that's nice, isn't it? Secondly, internet, Wi-Fi, yeah, wasn't happy with that. Thirdly, game wasn't working, was it? The Wi-Fi for that wasn't working, so had to reset that. There's some Wi-Fi setting, some reason, I don't know why, it turned itself off, which meant all game data, all ground scenery was like something out of Doom 1, you know, from 1996, you know what I mean? It looked rubbish. And fourthly, we're getting very confused here, aren't we? What else? Yeah, I was asking for feedback on the buffering, and no one was giving me feedback, which to me is like a red rag to a bull, because I'm like, oh, you're a mod, and why aren't you, you know, why should it take 7 minutes for someone to give me basic feedback on the very basic issue? You know, if there even is an issue, that's why I'm asking. You know what I mean? And people just weren't complying with that, and I was just like, well, I might as well just, you know, everyone being like this. I mean, you know what I mean? You didn't hear what I said there, did you? I might as well have just been like that, which for me, on top of all the other 4 things, drives me, you know what I mean, up like a shot. So I think that, yeah, but still I apologise. I've deleted the streams because they're just embarrassing. You know what I mean? If I find them embarrassing, then they really are embarrassing. You know what I mean? Sam doesn't need a holiday. He has more holidays than Santa Claus. Fuck you. A holiday next weekend. Right, then. You can buy me a pint to apologise. Oh god. But I think in that moment now, I was actually thinking, God, the only people who are going to really understand me here and probably think, yeah, he doesn't mean any of this that he's saying about quitting YouTube and all this and all that, is probably Martin and Ian, because them two will and Carl will probably be like, seen all this before, haven't we, at the romper, where he's getting very, very emotional about something, and he's like some sort of hot-headed European. It's like beep beep beep, you know what I mean? Beeping in traffic even when there's no traffic. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. I don't know, but I can't really say I'm passionate, because going onto a stream and having a go at people in the chat, how passionate are you? Exactly. Might as well just have a private YouTube channel and just do your own stuff if you can't get on with anybody. I think he's coming, unless I really, really upset him, which may have been the case. I think I've probably upset a lot of people, but it's okay. If you apologise and don't do it again, it's totally fine. Isn't it, Ian? I don't think he gives a shit. I think that's the thing, though. I think everyone on here is just as bad as each other. I reckon, once people go home and all that, I reckon everyone is just as much as a bastard as me. That's actually my philosophy. The only reason people watch me is because they know they're just as bad as me. Oh yeah, it's you lie in the bed you make kind of thing. 100%. Yeah, that's what I think. Oh, I think I'm gone insane again. That's it. Create a new channel just for ranting. Yeah, you can own it. I'm not running any more channels. Thank you. Oh yeah, my TTE Extra channel. I want to get rid of it as well. I want to remove that. People are probably thinking, "Oh, I wish it was the music channel." He said then. I'm gonna upload sound effects on that now. So like previous wave files and stuff I've had on my computer, you know, if it's like Survival Island, you know, just in case anyone wants to use like little, you know how many views sound effects videos make on YouTube? Seriously, you know what I mean? How many views it wraps up? So I've got like my own little sound effects. I mean, I'm not a sound designer, I'm not an audio engineer or whatever, sound engineer by no means. I've got no qualification in it. It's just all self-taught, so it's all like proven by whatever you call it, example and whatever evidence on here. So all the little sound effects I can do with if I'm doing stuff with Survival Island, with planes, I'm going to upload, because there's so many people who need good electronic sound effects nowadays for stuff, and I can do it all in-house, you know what I mean, like with software. So yeah, you wanna know how many people need stuff like that, like basic sound effects. And some of the sound effects files you get on YouTube and some stock stuff's really bad quality, you know what I mean? It's like not very good stuff. So if I can do that and get a bit of views, I don't even know how to title it, because it's like I've got a sound effect that I used for a certain thing, but I'm trying to think of how that could be used for other people's stuff, so I don't know how I'd name a sound effect, you know what I mean? You don't think about that when you're editing, like, oh, this sound effect is called that, and this sound, you know, if you're making a song, you know, you can think of a nice name for it, or a video, but with a sound effect, it's like, what do I even call that? What do I call like a high pitch or a pitch shifting electronic whining noise? What do I call that? Like a generator noise or whatever, like a hydraulic noise. What do I call it? It's a bit wordy, isn't it, for a YouTube thing that you want to, you know, get people to watch and people can benefit from. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it TTE Music and Sounds now. No, I'm not. But just upload little sound samples that I think people might benefit from, and go on from there, as well as little bits of music, which are just ideas. They're just ideas. They're not like real songs. They're just little bits of ideas I've put down and developed quite a bit, and then exported and gotten an AI image generator to do some of the image work, because I don't really like having album art. You know what I mean? There's just stuff. Album art after album art. It looks awful. Aviation lovers, yeah, I think people know what I'm saying, I think, anyway. But yeah, anyway, all I want to say is I apologise for the shit attitude within the last 2 weeks, over Christmas, whatever. Some people will have been fine with it. Some people are going, oh, I'm just like that myself, I hate Christmas. I like people who are just as bad as me, you know what I mean? Which is why I watch, I get quite a few of those comments, actually. And some people are just like, couldn't care either way, swing both ways, we don't care. And then some people are highly offended and go, right, some of it's funny, some of it's like just not, you know, get upset quite easily. There's them lot. So I'm like almost apologising just for the small number. So if I've upset people, I'm sorry. But yeah, I do think I had to rein it in just a bit, because I think around Christmas or New Year I was just getting a little bit, I think it's cabin fever. I spent so many days on my own on Christmas. On Christmas Day, I barely saw anyone. You know, I went downstairs, said, presents are there, opened some of my own presents, and then went back to my room. for the rest of the day. Honestly, and then we'll have a Christmas dinner, and then back up to my room for the same New Year's Eve. Just spent the whole of New Year's Eve in my bedroom. Literally, didn't go downstairs, no hugging, no welcoming the new year in, none of that, no going to parties, next door, nothing, just want to be on my own, just want to listen to my own stuff, some of my synth waves I've done, and that's it. I think that's fine, but I think if you spend too much time with yourself, you do go a little bit, ooh, so, yeah, I think I've the last few days, I think going back to school and stuff, just made me a little bit more sane. I'm one of these people that spend too much time on my own. I'm like, I go a bit mad, like a bit crazy. Not literally, but just a bit edgy and a bit, I don't know, a bit disturbed. You know what I mean? Like, oh god, this is someone who's just spent too much time on a computer all night and just can't control himself, whatever. Or he's had too much coffee. I think that was it. I was drinking a lot of coffee over Christmas, which is not good, because I was actually reading up the other day. I think I already knew this. It's not good for your heart. And also it makes you edgy. You know what I mean? It gets people all on edge about stuff, coffee. Whereas alcohol relaxes you. It's the depressant. You know what I mean? It makes people a bit relaxed and laid back. Coffee just gets people overly agitated. You know what I mean? I think I was having like maybe 4 coffees a day around Christmas. So all the stuff I didn't bother to mention. But he now talks about it. Now, yeah, I've got a Boeing mug as well. So this is not from the Boeing shop. This is just, I don't even know where this is from. It's just all the stuff Carl's given me. Got so much stuff from people. People have got to stop though, because I've only got so much room in my room. I don't know where I'm going to put all of it, because it's starting to be like, it's starting to look like KLM's warehouse, my room. You know what I mean? A KLM merch warehouse. I've got a KLM bin, got a KLM cushion, I've got a KLM door, got KLM curtains, I've got a Boeing ceiling. You'd hope not. That's another thing as well. I've got my lava lamp that I haven't turned on for 2 years. That's going to be all sludgy, that. I'm going to have to get rid of that. I mean, I could turn it on, but I don't know how it would react. Bulb might explode, I don't know. I don't want to turn it on without putting a new bulb in it, actually. Yeah, I just don't want... yeah. Health and safety, you know what I mean? I don't want to have a bulb that hasn't been turned on for 2 years and then just magically turn it on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't sit happy with that. I want to put a new bulb in. Yeah. Safety. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I'm loving the new iPhone. Yeah, iPhone 17 Pro Max. And I still don't know why I've got it. I just said, I'm going to have to get the best iPhone, because I'm sick of the base models now. I mean, I could have just gone for a Pro, but I went for a Pro Max because I knew the battery was better. It's got the vapor chamber inside, and I was like, yeah, I think this is actually the... I mean, I haven't got the best storage on it. It's only 500, but still, I'm not going to use all that, because I never used all my storage for the other one. Well, okay, I was getting close to. That's only because I was downloading a lot of stuff for trip reports, and once you start downloading, and it's all coming off the cloud back onto, you know, to the hard drive, it starts to eat up massive. It's only when you put it back up to the cloud, saves up a load of data. So yeah, that's what like iCloud is. People get so confused with what iCloud actually does. All it does is store your data elsewhere, so you can access it whenever and download it on Wi-Fi. So it basically almost takes it off your device and puts it in the cloud. You know what I mean? And you can access it on all devices. That's what iCloud does. And it frees up your storage if you... In certain settings you can allow it to. And you can sync up other settings with it as well, like your photos and contacts and previous files and messages and stuff like that. Like images, you can have them all in the cloud. What else? Something else with browsing on Safari, you can stick all that on the cloud as well. It's all good. It's all helpful. That's the thing with storage, you know. These things are not just, you know, aluminium bodies with, you know, battery acid inside. They've also got a hard drive in them as well. They're highly complicated machines. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with my new phone. I haven't got any problem with it. The best thing about it, screen, camera, and the 120Hz display. That's what I like. All the other stuff, yeah, Apple AI, not really. I mean, the thing they go on about on the website is mainly the body, the camera, and the battery life, and the vapor chamber, and that's it. And the vapor chamber is basically got them in Xboxes, haven't you? So it cools your console down. So it's like an actual thing that reduces the heat of the phone. So that's really good for streaming. And I've been really smart as well, because my old phone, here we are, iPhone 15 base model. It was a great phone. It's a beautiful phone. I love this design. I actually like this design better than the Maxes. Whatever they've done to the Maxes this year, the 17 Pro and the Pro Max. I'm not a big fan of the design, but just this little like glass bump here, just something about it just looks really good. But I actually prefer this design, this look, over this. But this is better in terms of performance, so obviously I'm going to take the performance over aesthetics, because what matters more, a phone working really well or something that just looks good but is a base model and it's gone bad. Oh yeah, I forgot you went from 60 to 120Hz, super smooth. Yeah, look, it's waking up now. My 15. I love this phone. I had great memories with it, but it didn't last very long. It was great until it started to get really slow, which is what they do after 2 years of use. Or it was made in October 2002. It is October 2023. This phone, and I unboxed it. Well, I actually got it on my contract in May 2024, and within, it's quite sad really, 15 months it was starting to get slow, which is what they do. They get slower and slower and slower and slower. But I love this phone. Honestly, I loved having this phone. It didn't last very long, but this is obviously the one, the one that is the much better phone. What was I going to say about this? Can't remember. Actually can't remember. What was I going to say? But yeah, I'm getting rid of it anyway. I don't need it anymore. But sad, but it was good whilst it lasted. But when they start to get slow, those base models, because I just can't do with base models anymore. They just haven't got the age overnight like a pair. You know what I mean? It's talked about this millions of times on this channel before. They're just not good for people who need that long reliability and give it constant hammer like I do. I mean, it's great for some teenage lad or teenage girl. That's fine. That works. That gets the job done. Needs to message mum, whatever. Message the boyfriend, the girlfriend, whatever. That is fine. A phone 10 years ago still will be fine with doing that. But I'm different. I need, a little bit more power intensive, you know what I mean, for the recording side. And, when I'm out on my trips, I use my phone a lot, you know what I mean? Right, what are we doing here? I have not a clue. Alright, we get back to chat. There we go. But yeah, that's what I was going to say. I've been kind of smart about the phone situation, because last year what was happening was what I thought when I bought this for light baby blue, I was thinking, in the summer when I'm streaming whatever or getting into 360 stuff, this phone's going to overheat. If it's black, it's going to overheat like crazy if I'm doing trip reports. So that's why I got a white one. But the problem with getting a white phone, if you do car videos, tech videos, aviation videos, you have your phone close to a window, you're going to see that phone. You're going to see a white phone a lot more in the reflection than you are with a black phone. You know what I'm saying? It's like wearing a white t-shirt or an orange t-shirt. You're going to see that reflection like crazy if you've got your camera mounted to the window or you're filming it with your phone. You're going to see that right back in the reflection of the window, and that's what I picked up. So that's why I got a dark blue one. Well, whatever you call it, navy blue, so you won't be able to see it in reflection now. But you might be thinking, oh, it's black, it's darker, so you're going to absorb the heat now. You're going to, you know, you're an idiot, Sam. You got a white phone, just, you know, to reflect the heat in the summer for streams and stuff like that and reading chat. But now you go back to a black phone because it doesn't show up on the reflection. But it has a vapor chamber inside, so it's like the best of both worlds. So that's why I didn't get the orange one. Because the orange one, again, would have shown up on tripper ports in the plane windows like crazy. The white one, the silver, whatever they had, the Pro Max, would have shown up again in tripper port windows, the plane windows like crazy. You know, like a whatever. Whatever. Like, I don't know. So that's why I've got the darker one. So it doesn't get that horrible reflection. Same level of reflection as the lighter tone of phones or coloured phones. And also the vapor chamber, so if it is getting hot, it'll be able to cool down. You know what I mean? You might be able to cool me down. You know what I mean? Just like a hairdryer. So that's what I've kind of tried to get the best of both worlds. Because if I'm ever going to go for colour with phones, I'm always quite careful, especially after that iPhone 12. I think that's where it all came from. iPhone 12, iPhone 8. I had the silver. You know, I had the space grey. I've always been a fan of the space grey. And yeah, they overheat. A lot more than the white phones, so yeah. But I'm no genius. It's just one of those things. Like, I did notice it. I think around like November last year. Sorry, 2024 on tripper ports. Noticed I was getting a lot of this phone in the reflection of my video when I was filming with it. I was like, oh no, you know what I mean? TUI Dreamliner report. All you can see is this phone in the reflect. You can still see the wing and all that, but you can just see this bloody phone because it's white, isn't it? And it reflects back, you know, much more than a navy phone, navy coloured, navy blue would do. So yeah, but yeah, it's a better investment, financial investment as well. Right, there's Heathrow. I can see it on descent. Get the lights on. All prepared for landing. She got signs on. Come on, I want to descend a little quicker. Yeah, it's a nice phone. It's no problem at all with it, really. The only thing is, they do actually drop the refresh rate down from 120 back to 60 when. I think it's actually below 60 actually. When battery saving is turned on, and I have mine on automatic with the shortcuts. So once my battery level falls below 20, it turns on. It doesn't turn on adaptive power. Wait, sorry, it turns on that as well. But I have it with the Apple shortcuts, so you can have it. So when this action happens, it triggers this action. That triggers that action. You know what I mean? Like, kind of. If you do code, you'll understand that. But or done like Scratch or whatever, or basic stuff in computer science at school, you'll know that, you know, basic like actions that can happen. So when this falls below 20% battery, it automatically turns battery percent, which Samsung had for years apparently, but you've got to actually manually put that in on the iPhone. I know that's strange, that, isn't it? You'd think it'd be the other way, but I just set it so battery falls below 20. Turns on battery saving mode. Some people set it to 50, but it turns off other things as well, and I'd like to use all those things well below 50, but you know, not below 20. But when it gets above, I think 30%, it turns battery saving off. You know what I mean? And also I have it so I think when it's on charge, so when the phone detects it's being charged, it turns battery saving off as well, just so I can use all of the other features that it turns off when battery saving mode's on. You know what I mean? So I've tried to be a little bit smart about it. It's also as well, when I arrive at the RVP, put in the address for the RVP, whatever, Sunbank Road, I get a little pop-up of the weather, so I've set that up as well. So like, just automation, that's all. When I leave the house, checks when I disconnect. Oh, sorry, I think it's when because it can't actually do that. You can't actually set it when I disconnect from my home Wi-Fi. It turns on mobile data because it needs the Wi-Fi to turn on mobile data. You know what I mean? So it doesn't work that because you need data to turn on the mobile data. You know what I mean? for the shortcut. So if you have that set up, it won't work. You're an idiot. You know what I mean? Because if it shortcut is when I disconnect from Virgin Media, blah 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 blah, it needs to turn on mobile data, because the only way it will know I've left the house is by if I leave for mobile data. Sorry, if I leave for home Wi-Fi, that's the only way it will be able to detect, that I've left the house, if I disconnect from the router. So therefore, it should turn on mobile data, but it still needs Wi-Fi to turn on mobile data, and the mobile data isn't going to turn itself on to enable mobile data. You know what I'm saying? So I just have the postcode. So when I leave a postcode, it turns on mobile data. You know what I'm saying? So it can still kind of use. It's like precise location accuracy as well. It can still kind of use the router to turn on the mobile data. Yeah, it's confusing, but it works, and vice versa. So when I arrive at the postcode, it turns off mobile data and turns back on the Wi-Fi. So that's how I've set it up. It's basic stuff. Many people have that set up. It's nothing breakthrough, but some people might find that useful. Very, very useful. It's not preposterous in any way. It's quite simple stuff. If you can do basic shortcuts, workout shortcuts on the iPhone. There's loads of videos of it. I'm not doing one. You watch someone else. What else have I got set up? I'm giving all my secrets away now. Shortcuts. Why is that in AI? I suppose it's automation. Yeah, when I arrive at runway viewing park, shows weather. When I arrive at set Wi-Fi and blah 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 blah. When Sam's iPhone is connected to power, set low power mode off. I think that'd be the only automations I've got. When battery level rises above 50, set low power mode off. Oh, it's 50, not 30. Okay. It's a bit counterintuitive though, that. If it's going to rise above 50%, it sets mobile data. Sorry. Yeah, that makes no sense actually. Why did I do that? So when battery rises above 50%, it sets low power mode off. But you have a mistake here I've made. It's not a bad mistake, it's just one of those things. How is the phone gonna get itself above 50% just randomly? Exactly, by obviously me charging it. So I've already enabled that. So when the phone is connected to power charge, it turns it off. But I've set a thing so when it says it rises above 50%, which obviously means indicates it's being charged, it sets low power mode off as well. So I've got two things there. I don't need that actually, because that's good enough. So when the phone is connected to power, it sets low power mode off. But I've also got when battery level rises above 50%, which also detects it's being charged, it sets low power mode off. Exactly, I don't need two. It's one or the other. Yeah, power mode, I don't need that. I actually don't need that. Unless I manually decide to turn it on whilst it's charging below 50, which I might actually do. If I want to turn that on for whatever reason and it gets above 50, it can turn that off again once it's above 50. So it's like a little bit of a manual override, which I may have thought of. The way I set it up or whatever, the way I thought of that was possibly if I'm doing recording and I need to turn on battery saving mode. I don't know. Sorry, battery saving mode. Yeah, if I need to turn it on if I'm doing heavy recording. That's just a manual thing to click. I don't know, like a bit of a fail save or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, but yeah, you can get awfully intellectual about these sort of things. That's the great thing about automation. You can have so many complicated things and they'll all go wrong. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong with it, especially if you're demoing it. And then, is Heathrow? Used to send. You can refine it, and it can be perfect. That's the great thing I like about automation. That's one of the little things there. I've actually caught myself out twice there as a fool because I couldn't remember. So I must have thought of that though. I must have. Because power mode goes off when it rises above 50. So how's it going to rise above 50? By being charged, which is also a command for turns power mode off. So I must have thought, if I'm charging it and it's below 50, I need to turn power mode off, sorry, back on, before it gets to 50. Yeah, I must have thought of that. You know what I'm saying? I know it's confusing. Some people might be like, "Oh, this is too much. This, what is he on about now?" Well, this, if you tune into this, I like my tech. Here's Heathrow. Whee! Right, okay. So we're gonna keep descending. We're gonna go to the right, and then we're gonna go. Okay, let's keep descending. Our battery health is now in 79. Oh, he needs to get a new phone. I think the best looking iPhone is actually the Air. I actually do. I think that's one of the best looking phones they've ever made. Seriously. I think the iPhone XS was a very good looking phone. The iPhone X and the Air. I think that's their best looking phones. Personally, I do. But that iPhone Air, I know it's really limited because it's so thin, but I'm telling you, it's like such a good looking phone. It's just one of the most beautiful looking phones I've ever actually. I mean, I'd love to own it, but I'd probably hate owning it because I know it's so limited because it's so thin. It actually, no, does it come with a battery? Yeah, it's got limited battery life, limited storage. I think it's still a 60 hertz display. It's very, very limited, but the way it looks is it's them testing, which I like to see. It's them kind of coming out with something new instead of just going, oh, new phone, same old stuff. I think the lineup this year looks very, very different. You've got the iPhone 17 with the, the simplistic kind of camera bump, just 2 cameras and stuff, whatever, the telephoto and the micro one. Which looks good, yeah, it's how it should be. Shouldn't have a huge block there, like on the 15 and whatever. But I think that suited the 15 personally. Maybe certain colours, but you've got the Air with the huge like Google Pixel bump. That still looks good. And then you've got the the Pro Maxes, which I don't know. I'm not a big fan of how they've done the 17 Pro Max. I'm not a big fan of how it looks. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's that aluminium loony body. Yeah, that's what it's called. But yeah, I don't know. But all the other phones look great. But again, this is the best performing phone, so obviously you're going to pick the best performing phone over aesthetics, aren't you? Because aesthetics are aesthetics. You know what I mean? It's just something to look at that goes, that's cool. You know what I mean? So it's like all these people who go out with girls that are batting way above their weights, but a personality, they're just like you know what I mean? Bit dense, yeah, like that. So don't get a good looking phone, guys. Go for a very good looking never mind, I'm going to say that. Stop myself this time. Might be getting better. Might be getting better after all. Right, okay. Flight's been 1 hour 11 minutes. I'll stick that on. 7 people watching. I'm surprised. I can't really hear my game sound today. I've got my sound so low. It's ridiculous. Right, flaps. Speed brake. There you are. Sending into Heathrow. So they're landing on 27 right. Left, sorry. I need to go back to Heathrow, don't I? Oh, the bass is so powerful. I keep forgetting I've got a subwoofer. Right, we'll set that. Lights. Turn lights. Yeah. I've done something similar, Sam, with the battery low power mode. Yeah, I think it's quite easy to do because you think you're really smart setting it up, and then you just end up having like loads of counterintuitive actions that are like, oh, why does it set that up when that does that? Or why have I done that when that will turn that off and that won't work? Yeah, that's the thing about automation. And I'm not like Martin. Martin does automation as his job. You know, he's software tester. You know, I'm not in the same league, but still I do enough of this shit to understand nuances. You know what I mean? It's great skill, IT, actually. Great skill. I was in form at a year 7 registration today. I attend every other day. And some of them just had no clue on Word. Not a clue. It was a bit of a saving grace, actually, because none of them could work out how to use Word. They had to do something about internet safety and all that, which obviously I know about, but I was more the guy who was trying to get the monitor working, trying to get them logged in, knowing their password, because the school sets an like a basic password for all students, and they couldn't remember wherever such and such went, and this figure went, and this character went, you know what I mean? And I've done it so many times, trying to get people logged on and students logged on. So I'm tearing my hair out, you know what I mean? Running up to the ICT block, back and forwards, trying to get passwords for students and new usernames and all that. Oh, yeah. It's always fun when ICT happens. I know, that's the thing, you think, oh, ICT, I'm going to be sat at a computer all day helping somebody. Oh, no. That's when the blue horse fly gets into action. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Alright, here's London. Yeah, it's great, but it's just today they couldn't work out how to use PowerPoint, and I was like, wow. Roll up my sleeves and show them how to do text boxes and stuff like that, you know, inserting text boxes, and how to do little design things and import images and where to save the image and how to turn autosave and all that. And it was only like a 20-minute session of it, but it was like, it felt like I don't know, all day, because there's so many problems that were happening because they're not. It's a funny thing, isn't it? Year 7. You think their age, 12 years old, whatever, they wouldn't have had much computing experience, because if they went to primary school, most ICT suites now in primary schools have vanished. They use iPads. So if you think, and home as well, whatever comes from families, they might not have the money to have a laptop. You know, I know it sounds a bit like crazy, but some of them won't, and it's sad, but you know, some of them won't have used a computer before, or have barely scratched the surfaces with it. So obviously if you go to high school and they're like, oh my god, there's a huge monitor in front of me, how do I operate the software, what do I do? But I think I'm gonna have to speak to my line manager and try and say, hey, I've noticed some of them need help with ICT, some of them are not doing very well with it, and if I could be in more of those lessons and help, I will. Yeah, it's like one of those things, just help with, I mean, it's when they start working on Photoshop, that's the thing, and whatever, editing or some basic, you know, Windows Live Movie Maker or whatever like that. It's going to be quite an interesting session, I think. I've already done a bit of Photoshop at school. Year 7 GCSE art for Photoshop, showing them certain things you should do and certain things, how to do like blending options and all that, which is helpful because I spend half my time on Photoshop. So yeah, it's a good skill. That's the thing with high schools, they've got so much performance and, you know, little extracurricular stuff like, ooh, on computers we'll have a photography department and all that, and you know, digital art session and all that. Yeah, it's great. Or videography, or, you know, I'm not really in a lot of those lessons, but when I have been, or when they've done it in form time and get on computers and all that, it's always like, yeah, there's nothing that I'm out of my depth with, literally nothing, or feel I'm out of my depth with. Okay, if I go up to science and I might be a little bit out of my depth and just try and listen really hard. You know what I mean? Well, I can see Wembley Stadium, but apart from that, it's you know, when you've been doing something for 12 years, and because I had a fair whack of computers when I was at school, because they still had ICT departments. We didn't have iPads when I was in primary school. iPads, well, when I left primary school, iPads were just coming out. You know, 2012, 2013. You know, the iPad. It was kind of all in, wasn't it? Right. Gear down. So that transition wasn't there yet. Right, I'm not happy with this. No. Why is it? Alright, is it at 200? I don't know what it's trying to compensate, the autopilot. I've not a clue. Alright, gear down. Coming into Heathrow. I think I might have to do another little circle actually, because we're a bit... Yeah, I'm going to do another little circle. Yeah, it's quite useful though when you've got a few skills on like that and you can actually trade it on to people. I mean, I say trade it on, but never gonna, you know, go home tonight and go, oh, you know, I've learnt all this stuff with Photoshop and PowerPoint and, you know, I'm gonna create a huge, you know, thing on my hobby, you know, a huge like assessment or write-up. They're never gonna do that, but just like little injects of, you know, like, oh, Photoshop, and oh, if you go and get Adobe Photoshop, you can do all this great stuff with it, you know. Yeah, never regretted buying Photoshop. It's a pain in the backside. Adobe are a scumbag company, absolutely. But you know, keep putting the prices up. But it's so good, Photoshop. I wouldn't want to go anywhere else because I'm tied into the Adobe suite as much as I am with the Final Cut stuff. I'm never going to move away from Final Cut Pro for editing. Same with graphics and stuff, because all my graphics are on Photoshop. It's all Adobe stuff, all my graphics, whereas editing is all Final Cut. So it's a bit out of sync, but it's just what works. That Affinity Photo, it looks great, but I just don't have the time to learn something new just to say, oh, I don't use Photoshop anymore and I'm saving £5 a month. Because also it's part of my Adobe suite, so it's actually cheaper to get the two, like Adobe Photoshop and Audition. So I have Adobe Audition as well for all audio sound. It's not Audition isn't used for streams because this all just goes through OBS, but it's like changing up the clarity. If I want something, you know, audio to be well produced, and you know, for some sound effects I will go into Audition and develop proper good, you know, good quality sounds. Oh, there's Hyde Park. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, I've walked around there. Oh yeah. Where's the museum? The natural history. Yeah, because there's Paddington. Yeah, that's Paddington. There's Hyde. Yeah, see, I can say I know all these places now because I've been to London. I never wanted to go to London. I wasn't one of those people, oh, I must go to London. It was just one of those things where my auntie's cat needed looking after, and I said to my mum, I'll come with you. I'll go with you this year. At first I thought it was going to be awful. I looked at the house and I was like, oh God, there's a lot of books, there's a lot of, you know, we don't really have streaming services. It's a little bit, you know, a little bit old fashioned, but it was good. I really enjoyed it. And it's nothing to do with me going to Istanbul, by the way. I enjoyed it so much going to London. It's probably one of my highlights of last year, actually, going to London. It was just brilliant. I liked it. It's a big place. I wouldn't walk around like I do, you know, like Liverpool or Chester. You can't do it because it's a big bloody place, London. But yeah, it's very good. I definitely go back. I wouldn't go on the train for a day though. I might as well just go to Heathrow and maybe visit the town, you know. Visit the town. Visit the town like it's a tiny little village. Bloody hell, who's flying around like Top Gun Maverick? Jesus Christ, who the bloody hell does he think he is? Let's have that on, Sorry, I've put two things on. Sorry. Whoa, coming in. This is it. There's a plane. I think there's a plane crossing. Right, we can turn that off. No, don't do that. Right, okay. Decrease the speed. So auto throttle turned itself on again. No, it hasn't. I'm just going to end up overspeeding. Let's be on. Alright, all good. Flaps have buggered up because when you click in stick, it turns on autopilot again. Last time I properly did the sights and stayed, I was 17. Oh god. Alright, what's going on here? We're overspeeding like crazy. I'm gonna save myself. I'm coming in far too fast. No, not a good lineup. Awful lineup actually. Right, okay, engines are cut back, flaps on 14. Yeah, I shouldn't have clicked that. I was trying to get rid of a map because it was distracting me. But I have it on all the time when I land. So what difference does it make tonight that the map's distracting me? I've had it on every single flight sim stream I've done. Just tonight I've chosen to turn it off. You get a nice clear view. Yeah, you can see the council estate over there. That's what I wanted to show you. The council estate. Yeah, because everyone wants to see that, don't they? In Hounslow. Not Hounslow, wherever. Hatton Cross, wherever the place is. Yeah. I did enjoy Heathrow when I went last time. It was like the way it was meant to be back in March last year. Everything just went wrong on that trip. I enjoyed it, but it just went all up the wall because it wasn't the weather. It was nice and warm, but bloody hell. Got the weather last time though, but all the runway operations were just correct, perfect for HDR 360, whereas in March last year, up the wall, absolutely, just running around Heathrow like some blue arse fly, trying to get the right, oh god, from a 360 innovation. Well, I'm happy I've done it. I mean, that's the thing about the 360 stuff. At least I can say I tried to do something different with it, and I still aim to do loads with it in the future, but at Heathrow, not in Manchester, because I mean I'll do it in Manchester if people want me to do 360 at Manchester, but there's no benefit to the viewers because the separation is just like 20 minutes sometimes between arrivals, and it's just, I know I can't hold people like that. Can't hold like people like that anyway for a normal stream, so
20
no chance for flight sim 360. Right, come on, let's not float. Nice landing. That was actually a very good landing considering I was buggering up the lineup. Whee! Speed brakes haven't come up once again. It's either the reversers don't open and the speed brakes go up, or the speed brakes go up and the reversers don't open. Typical. Right, we're going to come off here. Do you think we can? No, don't do it. Right, welcome to Heathrow, where the local time is 10:31. That's actually a very good landing, actually. Oh, it's still in reverse. No, no, no. Get off the runway, there's probably someone behind me. Alright, okay. Me and Jamie got all the weather, rain and hot sunshine in England for you. Yeah, well, it's one of those, isn't it? But yeah, it just kind of existed, the one in March. You know what I mean? It was a trip that existed. It was one of those. Sometimes trips can be like bottomless. You know what I mean? They can just feel a bit like empty, like boring. Whereas some of them can like really, you know, take you by surprise. Because I hadn't flown since June. When I went to Heathrow in September. And it was just one of those, I was like, oh, it's the same old, you know, dog washed. Same dog washed. Back to Heathrow again. Yippee. Woohoo. Working at a different school now. Let's just go to Heathrow on the weekend. And it was one of them trips where it was just like, wow. Came home, I was like, something about that was just amazing. I don't know, just everything worked. Everything worked. The viewers, people were engaged. If I tried to do it again, that would be a different outcome. And all the bloody rain as well, and people going, oh, I'm just going for my lunch break. Like I was at school, I'm at bloody Heathrow doing what I really love. You know what I mean? I make that sound like I don't enjoy what I'm doing at school, don't I? Oh, I really love. No, I didn't mean like that. I mean, bit of freedom, you know what I mean? I'm going on my break. I'll be back in an hour and a half. And I was there with bloody Jack Daniels, soaked at where do you call it? Myrtle Avenue, soaked with a Jack Daniels, with a big grin on my face, going, "Here's another 360 stream, guys. Enjoy." Oh, bloody hell! Something about that was just bloody brilliant. Yeah, it was good though. They could actually show a mass number of people of what I was doing at some points with those 360 streams. I want to do more of them, but every time I go to Manchester, I'm just like, oh, this is just a wasted journey. You know what I mean? Or I might as well just go to the car park because people like that. It works, you know. Nothing goes wrong at the car park. People enjoy it, and yeah, if I'm doing 360 at Manchester, it'd be arrivals. There's nothing wrong with the location or the way it's set up at Manchester is different to Heathrow. Nothing to do with that. You know, it doesn't work in the north of England. It only works in the south because the 5G is slightly stronger. No, nothing to do with that. It's to do with the arrivals, the breakup of arrivals. They're too scattered at Manchester. There's too much time between the planes. There's like sometimes 10 minutes, 20 minutes, which you don't get at Heathrow. You just don't get that. So I can't retain the people to be interested or sustain the watch, you know, the watch time, because people just bob off. Oh, 20 minutes until another arrival. What's this shit? Are you moving around your foot? I watch Simon Lowe. You know what I mean? They won't. First thing you do, innovation, and people will just go, oh yeah, but where are the planes? You know, I mean, that's actually what somebody said to me. Where are the planes? Where are the planes? It's a new innovation. Spent 2 years waiting for some of the technology to just exist so I could do it. Some people will know about this as well. Some people who've been watching me for 4 years, 5 years. Just for some people to say, where are the planes? First time I've seen Heathrow about the planes. You know, I know not everyone understands, but still, it's just like a bit heartbreaking. That, you know, it's like almost like a child, isn't it? You know, you're working on a development, the constant, you know, challenge of developing an idea that you really want to work, and just for it's easy for people to say that though. It's easy. It's much easier to say that for them, for them to do it. Oh no, no. Dot the I's, cross the T's, and why they can't do it or wouldn't do it. No. Yeah, that's haters for you. But yeah, it's like, it's just YouTube really. And yeah, when I got those comments, I was like, yeah, I've seen all this before, but I'm gonna get those comments. But I think by and large, I'm satisfied, and I know a lot of other people are quite happy with 360s though. Yeah, trying to poison horses, people to moan, or put people down. Yeah, that's it really. It's just going to Heathrow. Where are the planes? Why can't we see the planes? What's going on? Because they don't understand the technology. They're not willing to get the device and go, oh, this is different. That's the thing. People will go, this is different. Oh, this is different. Your smart people will go, oh, I like it because it's different. At least he's trying. But people who... It's like McDonald's, isn't it? It's like they go because they know what they're going to expect. You know, they know what to expect. It's like very brain dead, some of it. And it's like, well, what's this shit? What was all this flying around? Well, fuck that. Just watch a normal stream, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the people on the internet for you. It's all about how bad. It's not actually a reflection of what you're doing, unless you're actually doing something really wrong. It's more of a reflection of just people's attitude or upbringing or lack of understanding with this stuff. You know, if someone can't use the phone properly or seen something like that before, sometimes you have to give people a bit of a tutorial. Or that's why I have a Nightbot thing popping up and saying how to use it whenever I've got it on. So yeah, but anyway, I like it. I know it works, and I'm happy that I discovered it and put it into planes. Or sorry, I didn't discover it, but I stuck that formula into live aviation. I'm happy with that. But it's nothing to put on a bloody CV or to stick on a medal. You know, I mean, it's nothing like that. But it's one of those where it's like, oh, stop the timer. Bloody hell. It is one of those where it's like, it's there. I've got a blueprint now. You know what I mean? If people want to do the same, they can. If people want to, whenever I'm at Heathrow and want to see that, I'll do it. I'll always bring the 360 cam to Heathrow. Or if people just write in and say, how about you just do it at Manchester? You know, sod the viewing hours or whatever, or watch time. I want to watch it. I'll do one. You know what I mean? I'll get the train to Manchester. I'll do a 2 hour, 3 hour 360 stream, even if we only get like 20 arrivals in 3 hours, which at Manchester is looking more and more the case, because no one wants to fly to Manchester nowadays, do they? No big airlines. People want to see 20 EasyJets landing over the head. Yeah, I'll do that in 360, just so for people who enjoy it. But I think, you know, it works at Heathrow because you've got loads of airplanes, and it's Heathrow, and it's, you know, it's London, and, you know, biggest airport and most busiest airport in the UK, in Europe. So it works. Well, more people can find and see what you're doing. That's all it is. It's about getting, what do you call it, a captive audience, and showing your product to people, showing something different. That's all that's about. It is to do with aircraft as well, but it's just about getting the two and getting a balance of it, really. But I like what I do there. I like the 360 streams. Personally, I like it. If there's anything I can change it with it would be, the quality of the camera, you know, in 1080p and stuff like that. It would be, it's nothing to do with the zoom. The zoom's not there. It's all to do with the megapixel sensor of that camera, or cameras on the 360 cam, and also just, some little problems in the Insta360 app. It's buggy. It's to get it set up, it's not user friendly. Oh no. Well, I don't mind. You don't need user friendly. If anything, things being unuser friendly actually make people better at technology, or make them adaptable to, if something doesn't behave properly on a website, how to counteract it. But it's not really designed for that. That's the thing. It's not designed for live 360 content. It's not really. It's just something they've added to it, which is a nice thing. If you want to go live on Facebook or whatever, YouTube in 360, it's there. It exists. They've allowed you to do that, which I don't think the GoPro one can do. So it's kind of good. It's not a nice interface to work through, but it's there. You know what I mean? For giving people the option if they want to stream in 360, which is great. You know, developers. You know, it's a good thing, because people like me could do other things with it. Not just take pictures or video in 360. I can stream with it. You know, that's great. That's how more devices should be, though. If you get a device, developers should allow you, or, you know, people like Apple should allow you to do more things with the device, you know, like certain cool features, you know, like that. Because a lot of these developers now are locked into, we're just a product, and this is its trajectory, and it must do this, and it can't do other things. You know, I like things that can use its own, you know, different ability or whatever, you know, to some people's advantage, like mine. You know, 360, you know, that's great. That's the best thing about tech, using something and maybe go, no, I can do this, I can do that. Yeah. We get a baggage service as well. There's like bowls of Minan's soup going on board. All of the 360 cameras going inside the plane. So how long were we in the air for? An hour and a half, I'd say. Oh, bugger. No, I can turn that off now. No one needs it. Right, welcome to Heathrow. Oh, go away. Silly thing. Right, guys, I'm going to end the stream now. You enjoyed. Right, plane off. I think everything's all... Off. External power needs to be off. Yeah, okay. I'm satisfied. See, all Wi-Fi's all working now. It's all good. It was annoying. That's the thing. It was. I could still do stuff. That's the thing. For like, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I could still access basic things, not load. It's just streaming, because streaming needs 15 megabytes a second. You know what I mean? 15 megabytes a second. It's like any little blips, any little intermittent issues, because you know it's still trying to work with a thing downstairs, and the new cable's been put into it, and it's flashing blue, and you know it's not 100%. You know, any little thing it would get upset like that. You know, networks like and routers and stuff like that. It's just an add-on. It's just an add-on to Virgin subscription. It comes with a little box, a little streaming box, so it can whatever stream whatever, or split the service into obviously two different TVs, as long as you've got obviously a HDMI cable. It's another little box, and it connects to the router, but that's the thing, it connects to the router, and you've got to set up routers, or you've got to get an engineer around, and that's what buggered it up, because some engineer didn't set it up properly, or half set it up. He set the thing up, but none of the service were loaded onto it. The TNT Sports, Sky, it was still fetching them. So I think that's where my problems came from, because it was still in whatever labouring or whatever. It wasn't working anyway. Everyone knows it wasn't working, which is rare, because usually I've got good signal strength to do this. But if something like that's happening, it's a miss. You know what I mean? I'm gonna cancel the stream if I'm not fully convinced it's gonna work. I mean, I tried the other night with the KLM stream, and I've just deleted it because it was just shit. There you are, more ways than one. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next stream, whenever that might be. I need to finish Sonic the friggin' Shagshog, whatever it's called. Unleashed. I need to get that game out the water, honestly. But yeah, out the water. Well, like in the ground. Yeah, I just never play it again. Just need to finish. I just need a 3-hour stream. Finish it. Dark Gaia boss. Done. Never play it again. Doom. Done. Never play it again. Just work on flight sim, airport streams, and Survival Island. That's my plan. Just simplicity and trip reports and aviation videos that people want to watch, because I don't like all this nonsense and stuff that's not relevant to people. That's the thing this year. I want to streamline stuff. I don't want to have silly games here and that. I just want to do stuff that people actually enjoy, not fucking garbage. Oh, this week we're going to play Mario, or we're going to play Candy Crush. Oh, who wants to play Candy Crush? Who wants to see me playing Candy Crush? Oh, by the way, I'm at the airport tomorrow for 2 hours streaming. Oh, that's relevant, isn't it? No one wants to hear that. No one wants to see it. It's bullshit, mate. Right, I can go because I'm not monitoring that anymore. Alright, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, there you go. I hate that thing. I want to change it as well. But yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.